The real deal. Welcome back, Real Dealers. It's Jake from the Real Deal Airsoft. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button so that you can stay up to date on the most latest airsoft tech. In this upgrade video, we're going to be repairing this build and upgrading it completely. This is going to be called the sleeper build. It's from my buddy Nico. It's a Valken ASL. From the outside, people might second guess this or think it's a rental, has a polymer body, standard M4, big deal, but they don't know it's been blessed by the real deal himself, and we're going to be doing a full overhaul on this. To start, he has a gate Murph, and there's something wrong with his cutoff lever, so he doesn't have semi-auto anymore. We replaced the cutoff lever, but it's still not working, so we're going to be getting rid of that lever by utilizing an optical Mosfet, and we all know that you don't need a cutoff lever for an optical Mosfet, so that's what we're going to do. And let's take a look at all the upgrades that we're putting into this bad boy. We're going to be changing the bearings to ceramic by Modify, SHS Tappet Plate. AOLS is actually OEM by SHS, pretty cool, but basically SHS 13:1 ratio gears, high-speed piston, and piston head. I already went ahead and epoxied the inside, so this is good to go. Going with a G&G hop of rubber, and the gate Aster, baby. He could raise his FPS a little bit. We want to get it around 350, so we're gonna throw in a typo as well. Let's get to upgrading, guys. Enough talking. Alright guys, we're chronoing with 0.2 BBs and 11.1 1300 mAh battery. Alright guys, we're having a problem with his cutoff lever, and he's only getting burst in full auto. So that's one of the issues that we're going to be fixing by replacing the Mosfet. Alright guys, just separated the upper. Let's access the inner. Alright, let's change this out. Alright guys, we changed the inner bucking to a green G&G. Those are always the go-to, and we did my little Teflon Don mod you heard to increase the consistency within the hop of the unit. So we're going to put the 6.01 back in and get to the lower. Got to the gearbox on this, no quick change spring system, prepare your wrist. We had a gate Murph 3.2 Mosfet. I really like this Mosfet. It gives a lot of great benefits and features. He just wants to upgrade even more, but for all you guys that are curious about this product, I recommend it for you. For even if you don't have a conventional V2 gearbox, then this is your go-to. We're going to be making way for this. We're going to be modifying the gearbox right now to accept this, and then we're going to go into shimming and dropping the bearings in. So let's get teching. Boom, we got to the internals of the gearbox. Let's take a look at the compression. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to replace this. Polymer teeth, y'all. At least we got the angle of engagement going on. Alright, time to clean out this gearbox, guys. Change the gears and do all the internal work. We'll check in when that's done. You heard. Alright, we found out why he was having full auto on semi. The bushing for the sector gear was being pushed up too much, which was locking the cutoff lever and not allowing it to engage. Alright guys, by putting in the optical Mosfet, you can get this booty stuff out of here. You don't need any of these components, and the modification in the gearbox we have to do is we have to Dremel this bar out. That's about it. Alright guys, we're working with the angle of engagement here on the pinion to bevel gear. Just finished the shimming. Nice and quiet. And already it's too tight, so I need to remove a shim off the bottom of the bevel. And let's just see how the motor height situation works. Too high, too low. Perfect. You heard. Shimming took a while, but the devil's in the detail, so that's where the bulk of the time is spent, is shimming to make this thing, you know, the best. I look like a freaking coal miner, man. Alright, I'm gonna go drink a coffee and put the Mosfet in. Alright, Real Dealers, let's check the compression in this. That's pretty good. Very nice. Alright, so we just put the Mosfet in, we fit everything, and we're going to start closing it back up. So we have everything inside the gearbox now. Everything's been tested, shimmed. Mosfet is put inside, speed trigger is tuned. So let's close it back up and we'll do a test with the motor. Alright guys, we finally got the gearbox assembled. It was a pain in the butt because no quick change spring, break your wrist, but it's all good. We're gonna go program the gate Aster and do our first test shot. And guys, let me ask you a quick question. I'm considering cutting the long hair. What do you guys think? Leave a comment down below. Let's get to programming. Open up the gate control station. We're gonna plug in the AG. Just real quick, we just gotta install a firmware update. Alright guys, let's calibrate the trigger. Now I have a regular trigger. We got the regs.
Wow.
Alright, so we're gonna make it a little bit more sensitive. That seems pretty good. Make it down to 12. Ooh, that's really sensitive. Very nice. Scuba Steve here, giving you the trigger response reports. Alright guys, let's try and get the trigger response reports. Very nice. Alright, so I'd say that we got a really high score on the trigger response reports. Coming to you live. Alright guys, so a little progress update. The mod is covering all the holes where light can be passing through. And we also had to tighten up the nozzle to tappet plate. The nozzle was a little bit loose, so we had to apply some glue, waiting for that to dry. And had to grab the Real Deal, you heard. Boom, bang, pow, and we're back with it all assembled. Time for the Chrono Test. I'm excited to see this polymer sleeper build. You guys are going to be thinking he's a rental, but he's going to catch you slipping. Let's chrono. And that about wraps up the sleeper build. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe. You'll stay updated on the latest airsoft tech. Until next time, see you on the field. Didn't call his hit. The Real Deal.